think that for me, it's very important to have a focus. If I don't have a focus, then I don't get anything done. I don't have any accomplishments. I don't have any real results. I think we live in a world that's very unfocused. We have a lot of distractions. Distractions change over life, but they never go away. While I was young, I think distractions were more school, friends. Today, it's a lot of media, entertainment. As you get older, your focus changes to include family and work, and it dilutes your attention. You never got a good grade without some work and some focus. You never made the top team without some work and some focus. Yes, you had some talents. Yes, you had some gifts, but each one of us have been given gifts that we're expected to use. There's two ways to look at focus. Focus can be dispersed, kind of like a prism, in which you've got a lot of little separate focuses, or it can be looked at like a magnifying glass, where all the energy is focused on one point, and that point should be Jesus. The mission for me, my personal mission, is to be Christ in this world. I'm going to add something to the previous filming that we made. Once I get in front of the camera, I sort of lost track of part of my thought. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about was my personal mission. The way that I look at life, being Christ in this world. And that mission actually has two different parts, which I think are equally important and make all the difference in how you actually put that into action. To be in this world, you have to actually go out in this world. You have to spend time with messy people. You have to be with people who aren't like you. The world is more than the people that we live with, the friends that we have, the schools that we go to, the places that we worship. If we don't get out in the world, then we can't be Christ in the world. You can't segregate yourself. You have to touch the leper, and you have to let the leper know that he can touch you. Then you have to think about who's the leper in your life. Who are the people that you really have a hard time with, that you don't feel comfortable with, that offend you, that you feel like maybe you shouldn't be associating with, and those are exactly the people that you need to be associating with. Then the part of being Christ in the world, there are an awful lot of good things that happen in this world that are not about Christ, that don't involve him in any way. To be Christ, you have to actually be Christ, do what Christ does, do what Christ did, and you may have to think about those things, read the Gospels again, and go over all those parables, go over all those stories, and find out what he actually did and be like him. There are lots of places that we fool ourselves into thinking that we're being Christ. We're doing good things, we're participating in worthwhile programs, but we're not actually being Christ or talking about Christ. We delude ourselves into thinking that being in the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure is somehow as good a thing as being involved with someone with cancer personally. Attending Clothes and Crayons, even helping with setting up and sorting, as important as that is to the function of it, that's all for naught if we're not actually getting to know the people that we're in contact with. Things like that are to open a door so that we can actually present Christ to the world, not just do a good deed. There's lots and lots of people who are going to do good deeds. Lots of people are going to give money to causes, but you need to do it with the purpose of being Christ in the world.